What is up, dudes? So it's been one of those weeks. I haven't really thought about football a lot. Starting this new exercise regimen, 90 pounds in 90 days. We'll see what happens.
Whew.
I don't know. Lost 60 and 90 before. We'll see what happens. Hey, if we fall short, we fall short. Just hopefully we don't fall short by 90. Okay.
Came up 105 pounds short.
But I just, dude, did you know that Taylor Swift was at the game on Sunday?
News to me. I saw it on Twitter after the game, and I could have fooled me.
Could have fooled me. That's pretty much the story of the game. Was Taylor Swift was there? Saw our second team offense. It was basically a scrimmage. The Chiefs scrimmaged the Bears this week, and now we're going to scrimmage the Jets this next week.
Story of the week is how bad our second team offense looked.
So the one thing I am looking for, I guess I don't really know where to even start because there's just not much. We beat the shit out of the Bears. There's just not much. They're just so bad that they're terrible. I don't really know what to take from the game because they're so bad. So I'm still sitting here. I'm like, Rashee Rice looks good, but we didn't really play an actual NFL team, so I don't know what to take from the game.
It's one of those we looked great, but they're only scoring 16 points a game. They're giving up 35. It's just which is weird. We both going into the season, we're thinking, Fields takes another leap. They've got a young defense. They brought in DJ Moore, and it just has not clicked.
I think their problems are. Sorry, I just got the shivers. I think their problems are a lot more than just Fields, but that's just me. I do think Fields is talented. Yeah,
and the offensive line makes it real hard.
I actually didn't think after last year that they could have a worse offensive line because last year it was the worst offensive line to ever grace an NFL field. So it's
went out and proved you wrong.
So I don't know. Do you have anything? All I've got is Kelce looks back. He looks fine. He had a Travis Kelce game, 80 yards, touchdown. Taylor Swift was there. Cool. We got a returner now. That's pretty much it. And Rice is stepping into his role. You know what? I think having two receivers out kind of helps because now it's not. Yeah, now it's like, okay, we know who we're going to play.
Yeah, and it. Like we said, it's tough to say, but I think this was the game our offense needed. Just to, everything goes right. The young guys got more reps. Ross, granted, most of it was mop-up time, but, he got out there. Rice was 2 yards away from having a 2-touchdown game. Instead, he gets 0, but, what do you have, 59 yards? Watson 50 yards, Sky 42 yards, MVS 37 yards. It was everyone was getting something. Clyde had 55 yards and a touchdown.
What you need is a tune-up game. What do you mean a tune-up game? Appalachian State. We used to play them every year and kick the shit out of them. It's from the longest yard. That's pretty much what that was.
This could very well be exactly what the offense needed. The defense, again, looked great.
Yeah.
Doing what they're doing, forced 2 turnovers. The starters, the only points the starters gave up were the field goal. And then, the second team came in and gave up the long drive. I did the math right before we started. They had 203 total yards, and 69 of them came on that touchdown drive against our backups. So 134 yards of offense against our starters in 3.5 quarters or whatever it was.
Yeah, I just not too. I mean, there's just not a ton.
If we go on, if our offense starts clicking like we expect it to week in and week out, this is the game we're going to look back on. Like, okay, this is where we loosened up really. I don't know what I mean. Defending champions, who knows if they're feeling that maybe. And this was the game that like, okay, let's just go out there and play, especially after after you go up a couple scores early. You're just like, okay, well, we're the Chiefs and we're better than you, and we know it. And that's
that was
what they did.
That was the first game. What the only one we had last year where it was like you could just chill the whole time was the Arizona game week 1. That's what this was. This was the I'm just gonna relax and watch the game, maybe not really pay the most attention.
The Bucs
whatever.
Game, I mean, it ended up only 10 points, but it was not really that close. The Niners game, weirdly enough.
Yeah, that too. I forgot. Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have a lot of those games. And so it's nice that
we used to
when we get one.
Yeah. Yeah. When Mahomes was in his first 2 years, we had those every
Yeah.
week.
Whenever our defense would finally step up and do something, we'd get those. And now we just kind of really good at both sides instead of elite at one side and really bad at the other. And we never step on their throats. We never just, we go up, 14-0 instead of, giving them 10 unanswered. We don't, go score 10 more and go up 24 instead of going into halftime up 4.
So that's what I wanted to talk about going into this week. I just want to talk about the Jets defense a little bit because this is a weird game, and the fact that once we get a 7-point lead, the game is over at that point. It's going to look close. I think this game is going to look close. It's going to look close, but not really be close, if that makes sense. Like,
because I think they're going to hold us to 17, 20 points, and then they might luck into 10. Yeah.
So, and the Jets deep, I mean, they're good. Now, Sauce Gardner, he's having a big time sophomore slump. A game with a pick or two could change that, and Mahomes is going to risk throwing a pick or two, so who knows? I really don't think there's any risk of losing this game. I don't know what the spread is. I don't think we're going to win by 14. I think we could win by maybe 10, but it
could easily be another one of those ones where we're up 17. And let me get the line real quick. Oh, it's not even out. I don't think I wonder if they're not putting it out yet. Anyway, if it's say the line's 9.5, we're up 14,
and they get a backdoor.
Yeah, and get backdoored. The thing with Sauce, and granted they've got DJ Reed on the other side, who's also a great cornerback. When you've got a team like ours, who it's not just Tyreek and Kelsey and the fuck around gang. Who does Sauce take away? Great, you took away MVS. Cool, we'll throw it to everyone else. Cool, you took away Sky. We'll throw it to everyone else. He's not gonna go one-on-one with Kelsey.
And nobody takes Kelsey away, though. I don't.
Right.
I mean, even the best games, even the best games, Derwin James held him to 25 yards, but still gave up 4 touchdowns to him.
Right.
It's just weird.
Sauce is not a matchup for Kelsey. He's too big. But like, we don't have like if you stop this receiver, someone who Sauce can actually cover, then you're in trouble. We don't have that. Like like I said, you stop Sky, then we've got 2 other guys out there who we trust to make a play, especially now.
Yeah.
Now that we've seen it, Sky's starting to get there. Rice is really coming into himself already.
He's ahead of where I thought he would be, and that's awesome. Because the thing with Andy Reid is rookie receivers go for 300 or 400 yards, and then it's a total question mark going into year 2. It's either, all right, you're a 300-yard, you're McCole Hardman, or you're Jason Avant, or whatever, or you're Jeremy Maclin, or you're Tyreek Hill, or whatever.
It's just so intense. It's so much for them to take on at one time.
And he's never had that rookie. I mean, I don't know what Deshaun Jackson did as a rookie. He would probably be the only one I would think that had.
Well, he may have very well had like a Tyreek type of start to his career. Nope, 900 yards as a rookie.
Yeah, so he's probably the best rookie receiver under Andy Reid, and his career was he had an awesome career. I don't know if he's arguable Hall of Famer or not. That's for another day, but he was special. But I mean, yeah, he had a few 1,000-yard years, and that's what's awesome about seeing Rashee Rice is like, okay, I don't know how much he has now, but it's every single opportunity he steps up and he looks the part, and I think it gives us a lot to look forward to. Now.
And how much higher would we be on him if he didn't drop one pass a game? If he didn't drop the first ball that was thrown to him?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big thing. It has been all preseason. It has been to start the season. If he'd have 2 or 3 more catches already if he didn't drop passes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just I'm really high on him. He just looks like Sammy Watkins, and that's much as what you can ask for, especially for a rookie.
Let's hope his muscles and skeletal system don't.
Yeah, always, yeah. Watkins, all right, it's week 7. I'm going to go on vacation for 6 weeks. I'll see you during the playoffs. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, just looking ahead to this game, I don't really know what to expect. The Jets defense is good. The Jets offense can't move the ball at all. No, they can't move the ball. Zach Wilson sucks. Like, he doesn't try. It's weird.
The Jets defense is this good with that bad of an offense. Like, that's saying something.
Yeah, they're on the field a lot. Yeah.
They're giving up 20 points a game, 12th in the league, and I'd say probably half of that is coming off of turnovers or short fields, or just putting the worst. Or you're out there so much more because just every time your offense touches the ball, they go 3 and out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is they're on the field. I'm curious. I don't know. I'd have to look at some stats and stuff. That's not something I've looked at, but I'm sure the time of possession is insane. Because the Jets offense just doesn't. They're not on the. What is it? Is it even?
Well, I don't have time of possession. The Jets have run 675 plays, and their opponents have run 1,054. They're dead last. They're dead last in the league in plays run.
So time of possession, it's probably their defense is on the field twice as much as the offense, which is insane. Yeah, that is nutty.
It's bad.
So I mean. And they're not – I'm trying to think of who good that they played. They played the Bills, but Josh Allen's due for a horrible, 3 or 4 awful games a year.
And that was one of them, 4 turnovers.
Yeah, then that was one of them, so that's hard to take a lot from. But,
the Jets are dead last in time of possession. 24 minutes and 34 seconds total of time with the ball out of 60. Oh, yeah. No, sorry. That's per game. So 24 minutes, 34 seconds out of 60. So that means the other team has it for about 35
it's a little over half
minutes. So
yeah, which that doesn't seem like a lot, but losing time of possession by 5 minutes. Yeah, and what that breaks down to is that's teams holding the ball on them in the second quarter, third quarter, getting a lead type of stuff. Yeah. So
and them getting the ball and going 3 and out. Running it once, maybe twice, and then throwing an incomplete pass, and then you're done.
Yeah.
Congrats, you had the ball for a minute.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I got my little dog sitting over here. But, yeah, I just if I'm looking at a prediction, 24-10 Chiefs, pretty. I just don't think that there's. I just don't see a way that the Jets win unless we have 3 or 4 turnovers and one of them's a pick six, or you got a fumble return for a touchdown, or you give up a punt return for a touchdown. That's the only way I see the Chiefs losing this game is if something weird like that happens, or you get multiple. The way that the Chiefs used to win games. Right. Oh man, we got Eric. We won on an Eric Berry pick 2.
Pick 2.
Team went for two went for extra points, and we won because Eric Berry returned it to the other end zone. Which you can't even do that anymore. They took that out. But
I think I like the 24, especially because if we're up, we'll try to run. I think
I don't even know if the Jets score a touchdown.
I'm thinking here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 13. I think we'll turn it over in our territory. They'll get a field goal. They'll put together one drive and get a field goal. And then, we're up 24-6 halfway through the fourth quarter.
They get a touchdown.
We play a little bit of prevent defense and give up a touchdown.
Which is weird because prevent defense always leads to touchdowns. It's the dumbest thing.
Well, it's because you're not trying to necessarily stop a touchdown. You're trying to make them use the clock.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's just weird. But yeah,
you're up 2 scores with 2 minutes left, and you're saying, okay, well, yeah, we'll let you gain 15 yards, but you're going to use 30 seconds to do it.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I've got looking forward to this one. There's just not a lot of meat on the bones for this. I'm kind of looking at the schedule here. Let me look.
It's Broncos after this.
No, it's Vikings, then Broncos.
Yes.
So next week we'll have a little more to talk about because you're either playing the 0-4 Vikings or the 1-3. Either way, the Vikings record will be terrible, but the Vikings are going to put up points on us, but I guess that's just to talk about next week. What do you think?
We thought the Jags would put points up on us too. We thought the Lions would put points up on us too. And they combined.
Kirk could come in and throw it. Wait, I know it's not a noon game because we don't have any more noon games.
No, I think it's 3:25. I think it's an afternoon game.
3:25. Hey, it's not noon.
Yeah, it's not prime time though.
What are you going to be looking for in this game? So we're playing a really good defense. I'd like to see us just possess the ball against a good defense.
Like I was talking about last week, especially, Tony and Richie out where it's not the explosive plays. Work the ball down the field. Pacheco's getting healthier. Heck, even Clyde. Granted, that was against the Bears defense, but Clyde was doing some stuff.
Yeah, it looked good.
Take your 4.5 yards of play, and just put together a couple 80-yard drives that take up 8 minutes. Wear the defense down.
Yeah,
because that's going to be huge.
If this offense can do that, because right now it feels kind of like, okay, you got Mahomes, he's the best quarterback in the league, but it's like, God, it sucks to say coming off a 40-point game. The offense still looks mediocre. I mean, we just played such a horrible defense. So it's like, what can you do against a top 5 defense in the league?
Right.
It's a good measuring stick in terms of that. But still, I mean, do what?
We haven't faced a defense yet. I mean, the Lions defense is average. The Jaguars defense is average to less.
They just lost to the Texans side. Yeah.
Gave up 37 to the Texans. Granted, I don't think they're that bad, but yeah. We haven't faced a good defense. But what's nice is even if we struggle, score 17 points, we could still win by 2 scores. That's how bad the Jets offense is.
Yeah, and maybe we see some Trevor Siemian. Who knows?
It's getting. I've seen a bunch of tweets about how the Jets fans are not liking it.
Who's their regular backup?
Zach Wilson.
Other than him, I wonder who we have a chance of seeing.
I wonder if maybe they didn't even have anybody. I mean, I'm sure they had.
Well, they had to have had.
Old Timmy B.
He's been in the league for a while now.
I don't know why they haven't gone and traded for like Jacoby Brissett or Taylor Heineke. Like guys who, with that defense, give you 20 points and you're going to win.
Well, Heineke's that's just you saying those names. I don't think the Falcons know for sure if they're going with Ritter though. I don't know that.
But
so they're going to keep Heineke.
Is Heineke the guy? Like if it's not Ritter, then I mean you know what Heineke is. He's not.
But I think the Jets need to go. Yeah, I think the Jets need to go for a higher profile. Like,
I don't think
this defense just needs you to get 20 points.
And I bet it's Zach Wilson for another week or two. Then they'll go to Simeon just to be like, okay, we'll do something. And then he'll play 4 games. They'll go 1-3, maybe. Then they'll go back to Wilson for the end of the year, and then they'll draft a quarterback. Or if Rodgers comes back, they'll try that again.
Yeah, I just feel like we got robbed as fans not just the Jets. I think everyone got robbed on that. That just sucks.
I was excited for this Jets team. Obviously not, we play them, so it is helpful. And they're in the AFC, so, potential playoff matchup. But that team, I mean, that defense with Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, a good offensive line. I mean, that's that on paper, who knows what Rodgers would have been. He looks like he might age finally catching up to him. But, even an average quarterback with that defense is getting them to the playoffs, is winning them 9 or 10 games.
Yeah.
They just happen to have the worst backup quarterback in the league.
Hey, give me 1 second. My wife texted me.
Wow. Doesn't she know we're recording?
But man, one of my dogs just broke wind and it stinks so bad down here. I know you can't see it, but it's so bad. And he's just sitting there too.
The cartoon, the stink waves.
Yeah. Oh my God. Dude, what did you eat? What is wrong with you?
I'm so glad Luna doesn't do that. Isn't that right, Luna?
But yeah. Oh, God damn it. He just got me from under the table. This is turning into a shit show, man.
All right, we better get out of here.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, hey, we will see you next week. Next week we'll be back for Tuesday for sure. And Wednesday. We'll do both. We'll see.
Triple up. We'll just do one every day of the week.
Yeah, well, we get more viewers after live anyway, so it's fine.
We're just going to keep a 24/7 live stream up.
Yeah. Okay, man. All right. Well, we'll talk to you later, and we'll see you guys next week. Is it over?